Before the very first episode of the Madison even reaches your screen, Paramount has already made a bold decision. The Yellowstone spin-off hasn't premiered yet, but it's been renewed for season 2. This kind of confidence doesn't happen every day, and it says a lot about just how powerful Taylor Sheridan's universe has become. The Yellowstone universe has become one of the most dominant forces in modern television. What began as a gritty drama about the Dutton family fighting to protect their land has now grown into something far bigger, a saga that stretches across generations, time periods, and even spin-off after spin-off. Viewers around the world have been pulled into the power struggles, betrayals, and emotional battles that Yellowstone delivers with every season. It's no longer just a TV show. It's an empire. Taylor Sheridan, the creative mind behind it, all has built what fans often describe as the Yellowstone cinematic universe. Think of it like how Marvel builds heroes across multiple films, but instead of superheroes, Sheridan's world is built around ranchers, lawmen, cowboys, and the land they're willing to fight for. Each series, whether it's 1883 with its sweeping Western origins, or 1923 with its tale of survival during a changing America, adds new layers to the Yellowstone story. And now, the Madison is set to become the latest piece of this empire. But here's where things get really interesting. While fans are still waiting to see what this new series will bring, Paramount has already gone ahead and given it the green light for a second season. This isn't just news, it's a statement. A statement of trust in Sheridan's vision, a statement of belief in the cast and crew, and most importantly, a statement that the Madison is not just another side project, it's a cornerstone of Yellowstone's future. Normally, TV shows have to prove themselves before they get renewed. Networks wait to see the ratings, the fan reactions, and the buzz before they take that leap. It's a gamble every creator knows all too well. But in this case, Paramount didn't wait. They didn't need to. The strength of Yellowstone's track record, combined with the excitement already building for the Madison, was enough for the network to push forward. This tells us two things. 1. Sheridan is trusted like almost no other showrunner in television right now. And 2. The Madison is expected to be more than just good, it's expected to be a hit. The Yellowstone fanbase plays a huge role in this decision. Over the years, this audience has proven to be loyal, passionate, and hungry for more stories. Every spin-off so far has been embraced with open arms. When 1883 premiered, it quickly became one of the most talked about series of the year. 1923 went even further, pulling in big names like Harrison Ford and Helen Mirren, proving that Sheridan's projects are strong enough to attract Hollywood's most respected stars. With that kind of momentum, it's no wonder that Paramount feels confident about the Madison. But it's not just about past success. The Madison is also tapping into a different corner of the Yellowstone world, promising fresh stories and new conflicts. The setting, the characters, and the themes are all designed to expand the universe without simply repeating what we've already seen. That's a delicate balance, but it's exactly what Sheridan has mastered. He knows how to make each series feel like its own unique journey, while still connecting it back to the heart of Yellowstone. So, when we hear that the Madison is already secured for a second season before the first episode even airs, it's more than just good news for fans. A sign that Sheridan's storytelling blueprint is unstoppable. This early renewal is not just about predicting ratings. It's about shaping the future of the Yellowstone universe before the present even unfolds. It's bold, it's ambitious, and it sets the stage for something fans should be paying very close attention to. The television world runs on risk and reward. Normally, a new series enters the game with uncertainty. No matter how strong the cast is, no matter how powerful the story looks, networks want proof in numbers, proof in ratings, proof in fan reaction. But in the case of the Madison, something rare has happened. Before even a single episode has aired, the decision has already been made. The Madison will not be a one-season wonder. It is officially coming back for season 2. This is not just unusual, it's extraordinary. Networks rarely gamble like this. Renewals are generally announced after weeks, sometimes months, of analyzing performance. Was the pilot strong enough? Did audiences stick around after the first episode? Did critics respond well? These are the questions that usually decide the fate of a show. But with the Madison, Paramount is skipping the waiting game entirely. That decision speaks volumes. Why does this matter? Because a renewal before a premiere is a statement of supreme confidence. It tells us that Paramount is not only betting On Sheridan's vision, they're all in. It means executives have seen enough behind the scenes, enough in scripts, performances, and early cuts, to know that this series is destined for success. It's also a sign that the Madison isn't being treated as an experiment. From day one, it is being positioned as a major pillar of the Yellowstone universe. Designed to last. And think about what this says about Taylor Sheridan's status in Hollywood right now. Few creators have this kind of power. Sheridan is no longer just a writer or director. He is a brand. Networks know that if his name is attached, audiences will show up. He has proven it time and time again. And this early renewal for the Madison cements his place as one of the most bankable storytellers in the industry. But beyond Sheridan himself, this renewal also reflects the unstoppable force of the Yellowstone fandom. Studios are well aware of how massive and loyal this audience has become. Fans don't just watch the show, they live in it. They discuss theories online, debate character arcs, and share excitement across every corner of social media. Paramount knows that giving this audience more Yellowstone content is like feeding a fire that only burns brighter. A second season promise is fuel that keeps the hype roaring before the first flame is even lit. What's even more intriguing is the timing. By announcing season 2 this early, Paramount is making sure the Madison dominates conversations even before its premiere. It shifts the narrative away from "will this show succeed?" to "how far will it go?" That subtle but powerful shift changes the way both fans and critics approach the series. It's not being introduced as a risky newcomer, it's being launched as a sure thing. And for viewers, this changes the experience. There's no fear that the story might end abruptly, no concern that cliffhangers will go unresolved. Instead, fans can dive in knowing there's more to come, more drama, and more of Sheridan's storytelling waiting on the horizon. That reassurance is rare in today's entertainment world, where too many shows are cut short before their full potential is reached. So, when we look at this renewal, it's not just about scheduling another season, it's about shaping trust. Trust between the network and the creator. Trust between the creator and the audience. And ultimately, trust that the Madison is not just another addition to Yellowstone. It is the next big chapter in an unfolding saga that refuses to slow down. The renewal of the Madison before its premiere isn't just a headline, it's a turning point for television strategy. Why? Because it highlights three powerful forces at play: Taylor Sheridan's influence, Paramount's vision, and the unstoppable demand from fans for more Yellowstone stories. First, let's talk about Sheridan. In today's TV landscape, there are very few creators who can move the needle all by themselves. Sheridan is one of them. When he puts his name on a project, it's no longer just a show, it's an event. From Sicario to Wind River to Yellowstone, he has built a reputation for stories that feel raw, authentic, and larger than life. Networks know this. They know that if Sheridan is behind it, audiences won't just watch, they'll invest emotionally, they'll spread the word, and they'll come back week after week. Second, this renewal shows how Paramount is thinking. Streaming wars are fierce, and networks are desperate for franchises that can hold audiences long-term. Paramount isn't just releasing the Madison as a one-off, they're planting a flag. By confirming season 2 so early, they are making it clear that Yellowstone isn't just the crown jewel of their lineup, it's the entire kingdom. This move positions the Madison not as an experiment, but as an anchor. It's part of a long-term plan to keep Paramount Plus competitive in a market where every platform is battling for attention. But there's another layer here that makes this renewal even bigger. Television has become more disposable than ever. Shows rise and fall quickly, sometimes getting cancelled after just one season event if they had potential. That constant uncertainty has made audiences cautious. Many people hesitate to get invested in new series, worried that it'll be pulled before the story is finished. Paramount's early renewal for the Madison changes that dynamic. It reassures fans that this is not a short-term project. It says, "We're committed to this story. You can trust us to take it further." And finally, let's not forget the impact on the Yellowstone brand itself. Every new project strengthens the overall universe. Each spin-off adds history, perspective, and fresh characters that tie back to the Dutton legacy. By giving the Madison a season 2 before it even starts, Paramount is signaling that this show is going to be an important piece of the puzzle. It's not a side story, it's a story worth expanding. So why is this such big news? Because it means we're not just getting another series to binge and forget. We're watching the careful expansion of a saga that's already defining modern television. We're watching Sheridan and Paramount push beyond the limits of traditional TV strategy. And most importantly, we're watching the Yellowstone legacy grow stronger before our eyes. Asterisk, now that we know the Madison is locked in for not just 1, but 2 seasons. The real question is, what do we actually know about Season 1? While Paramount has been careful not to reveal too much, enough details have surfaced to paint a picture of what fans can expect when this series finally arrives. Asterisk, at its core, the Madison is designed to fit into the Yellowstone universe while carving out its own identity. Like Sheridan's previous spin-offs, this isn't just a copy-on-paste extension of the main series, it's a new story with its own stakes, its own battles, and its own characters who will carry the weight of the narrative. The title itself gives us the first clue. The Madison draws its name from the Madison River region of Montana, a place rich with history, beauty, and tension. In Sheridan's hands, the land itself always becomes a character, and this location promises to be no different. Asterisk, early reports suggest that the Madison will follow a family caught in the push and pull of modern change versus traditional ways of life, one of Sheridan's most consistent themes. If Yellowstone explores the Duttons' fight to hold on to their ranch, and 1923 captured survival during rapid industrialization, then the Madison seems set to tell a story of new beginnings colliding with old grudges. This dynamic sets the stage for plenty of drama, betrayal, and the kind of emotional storytelling Yellowstone fans live for. Asterisk, casting has been one of the most closely watched aspects of this new series. While Paramount hasn't revealed every detail, there are strong hints that both familiar faces and fresh talent will appear. Sheridan has a proven track record of blending legendary actors with rising stars, and fans can expect that balance again here, just as Harrison Ford and Helen Mirren brought star power to 1923. There's speculation that the Madison will bring in big names to anchor its cast. This blend not only gives credibility but also ensures that the performances hit the emotional weight Sheridan's stories demand. Asterisk, in terms of tone, Season 1 of the Madison is expected to carry the same gritty realism that defines the Yellowstone brand. Expect sweeping cinematography, intense character confrontations, and the kind of slow-burn storytelling that keeps audiences hooked. Sheridan is known for taking his time to let tension build before releasing it in explosive moments. And it's almost certain that the Madison will follow this same formula. Asterisk, another key element of Season 1 is its connection to the larger Yellowstone timeline. Sheridan doesn't write his spin-offs in isolation. Each series is carefully designed to complement the others, filling in gaps and expanding the mythology. While details are under wraps, fans should be ready for subtle ties back to the Dutton legacy. These could be passing mentions, cameo appearances, or shared historical events that connect the dots between generations. This strategy keeps every series within the same orbit, while allowing each to shine on its own. Asterisk, and then there's the promise of conflict, because no Sheridan's story exists without it. Season 1 will likely introduce new rivals, new alliances, and battles that go beyond just land ownership. As Sheridan has shown time and time again, his dramas aren't just about property lines, they're about power, survival, and identity. These timeless struggles are what make his stories feel both grounded and epic. And the Madison will be no exception. Asterisk, so what we know about Season 1 is this: it will deliver a brand new chapter of the Yellowstone saga, set in a breathtaking location, fueled by fresh faces and Sheridan's signature storytelling. It will feel both familiar and new, tying into the legacy of Yellowstone while building its own legacy from the ground up. And with Season 2 already guaranteed, fans can invest in this story knowing that it's only the beginning. Asterisk, before a single frame of the Madison has aired, it's already making history. A second season renewal before the premiere isn't just a headline, it's a declaration. It tells us this series isn't being treated like a test run. It's being launched as a cornerstone of the Yellowstone legacy, destined to stand alongside 1883, 1923, and the original saga. Asterisk, think about what this means. The story hasn't even begun, yet the ending of Season 1 is no longer the end of the journey. Fans can walk into this series knowing that the characters, conflicts, and drama will keep unfolding into a second season. That assurance is rare in today's television world, where too many shows never make it past their debut. Sheridan and Paramount aren't just promising a show, they're promising a saga. Asterisk, the Yellowstone universe is no longer just about the Dutton family, it's about the world they shaped, the history that surrounds them, and the story's still waiting to be told. With the Madison, Sheridan is once again expanding that universe, giving fans a new lens to explore themes of loyalty, survival, and the struggle between old traditions and new realities. And if Paramount is already planning ahead for multiple seasons, you can bet this isn't a side note, it's a major chapter. Asterisk for fans. This is the moment to get ready. Season 1 will set the stage, introduce the players, and begin weaving the threads of a new story. But with Season 2 already confirmed, we can expect cliffhangers, arcs that stretch across years, and conflicts that only grow more intense as the story deepens. Sheridan has always played the long game, and the Madison will be no different. Asterisk, and here's the exciting part, this is just the beginning. As fans, we're not only watching the premiere of a new series, we're watching the Yellowstone universe evolve before our eyes. The Madison isn't simply riding the success of its predecessors. It's carving out its own place in this ever-growing empire. Asterisk, so the question now is, what do you think the Madison will explore? Which conflicts will rise? Which characters will steal the spotlight? The conversation is only just starting, and we want to hear from you. Asterisk, because one thing is already certain. The Madison is not just another show, it's a story with a future. And with Season 2 already locked in, that future is bigger, bolder, and closer than anyone expected. Asterisk, this is more than a renewal. This is the birth of a new legacy in the Yellowstone universe. The Madison has already begun writing its story and it hasn't even premiered yet.